My name is Paul Amplire. I head communications and PR for this new baby in town, Stress Clinic. And the reason we are here really is to tell you more about it so that people out there can appreciate it better, in better context. Our entertainment industry has never been more vibrant than it is at the moment. We've seen a lot of great talent sprout up every now and again. We've seen people come up even using unconventional platforms like TikTok and all that. So there's a lot of promising talent out there. And we feel like we need as many platforms as we can to help this talent showcase what they're capable of and take them to the next level. And that's really why, that's what's at the heart of this platform that we are launching, Stress Clinic. We want to showcase raw and established talent and give them a chance to get to their dreams, really. So it's going to be a general entertainment show. We'll have acoustic sessions, we'll have comedy, we'll have music performances, we'll have dance, we'll have drama. So anything entertainment, really, expect it on that platform. And it's going to be a monthly event happening here at Uma Showgrounds. And for the first edition, which is happening this Wednesday on 29th of November, it's going to be a mad show. It's going to be sick. The lineup is crazy. We're going to host your favorite performers, starting from the legendary roots reggae artist Maddox Sematimba. We'll have Keiko on there as well. She's represented. I know a lot of people have been yearning to see her back on stage. We'll have Winnie Wachi and a host of so many other comedians. Madod and Chico, Maulana and Brain, Bizonto, we'll have Akite Agnes, we'll have Sammy and Shawa, we'll have Mary Hats. UFA Band is also on that one as well. They'll be opening the acoustic sessions. And your favorite DJs, DJ Nemo will be on set, DJ Neo. And we also have a couple of guys from Karma Music who have been trying to establish their foot in the industry. You know, this talent search that has been going on, headed by Shiba. And being the platform, like I said, that wants to showcase the new and upcoming artists, we felt, why not? Let's give them a chance to interact with a live audience for the very first time. So come Wednesday, they'll be showcasing in the lead up to the finale. We have a representative from Kama Music, they will tell you more. So Stress Clinic is really more than just a show. It's going to be an experience from when you walk in, how you get your drink, where you sit while you're having it, the ambience, the mood. It's more than just what's on stage, really. And beyond the entertainment and giving platform to artists, there's also an aspect of the livelihoods that benefit from the entertainment ecosystem. Guys who supply different materials and services, performers, guys who do casual labor. There's a lot of people who benefit from these shows. And for us, we wanted to plug that gap that exists so that these people can be able to put food on their tables. And there is so many, dozens of people who benefit from them, the families that you never get to see, who benefit and earn a livelihood from this. So it's not just about good vibes and entertainment, but there's also the economic aspect of it. And we think if we have as many platforms as this, then we eliminate chances of people just sitting and crossing their legs and, you know, saying government etuyambe. We are helping these young people to, you know, earn a livelihood. So that's pretty much what Stress Clinic is about. There will be more shows coming, and you don't want to miss the first edition because it's going to be crazy. It's hosted by Ronnie McVex. I forgot to mention, one of the most reputable stand-up comics. He's been in this game for so many years, and we thought who better to host the first edition than my brother Ronnie McVex. Thank you, Nicholas.
Thanks, Paul, for that wonderful breakdown.
It's always a pleasure to have you doing what you are designated to do. First of all, Wednesday is going to be a great experience. Personally, I'm very humbled to be on this one, and I must appreciate the entire team that is putting this together. Like he said, the entertainment industry has been growing over and over again, and it makes a lot of sense that we get to have more spaces where, you know, those that are talented, those that feel they have what to give to the world, actually come through and exhibit what they have. I'm looking forward. I am very expectant. I'm very excited. It's been a while. It took Paul a lot of time and the team for them to convince me to be on this one, but because I believed in what is coming on board, later I told them, well, it's all good, let's have it done, and let's give to the world, especially that we're getting into the festivities now. People are thinking of how they're going to travel, so you surely want to give them an experience just before they get to travel to their respective places. But I'm super humbled, and Wednesday surely will be the day. Thank you. You mentioned it's been quite some time, and I think personally for me, the comedy industry in Uganda has been growing, but then again we need to find a way of how it will mature. The two are a little bit different. The growth is very evident, of course, with the numbers. The number of comics that we now have, and when I say comics, I mean good comics that we have, is not the number that we initially had. So there's a numeric evidence of what growth is now. Maturity comes to what you're talking about now then. How do we compete on the global stage? But if I asked how many global comedians we know, I think the biggest names we'll put across are from Nigeria, or maybe closest will be Kenya. And it's simply because those boys and girls have understood the market. It's actually not just with comedy, even with music. They have understood how to market themselves. And I think it's something we need to learn from and understand. For example, South Africa has so many comedians, but we know about 2 or 3. Ndume Solindi, probably. Of course, Trevor Noah, you know. We had Ntuli who came through for Africa Laughs. But they have so many guys, and 4 Pops is crazy. But we'll not know about them. Yet they're actually very big. For me in Uganda, first of all, if we track back to when stand-up comedy became a big deal, it was way back when we had Stand-Up Uganda. Mnet, the one that was won by Pablo. It gave birth to people like Salvador, who was second. Daniel Omara was number 3. Emmanuel Sabaki J was number 4, you know. Mendo was in that one, Museveni. So many names came through. It was the nurturing. And now, if we speak about those same names, they're the same people who are doing great acts. Along the way, there's been great inspiration. Anne Kansime going to stand-up. Richard Tuanji can do stand-up. And then we've had so many other names. However, from stand-up Uganda, then we had Crackers. Crackers, first at Effendi's, then later on at Theatre La Bonita. What happens, then we now get a new breed. There's Laughters, okay? That show also grows. So when the team splits and one goes to Laughters, the other stays at La Bonita. That's Comedy Files. Now from Laughters, something else happened. Meanwhile, in that time, we've had, you know, so many guys who have come in. Emma Napoleons, myself, Smart, Omukemete, Ken Van Mook, who is now in Belgium, and so many other guys. Madrat and Chico fit in there. And then Comedy Store comes up. Yeah? I mean, Alex was also performing. So he goes and does his thing. If you look through the steps of how all these things happen, something happens, someone chooses to go a certain direction, yeah? And then we have a different outfit. I think for me, for us to get to a level where we are mature enough to compete on global stage, and to compete with several numbers. One, it has to come back to unity. One, people must sit down their ego, because everyone wants to prove a point of I'm the biggest. Ego must go down. You must appreciate that, for example, someone has asked me before in an interview that who's your best Ugandan comedian, and I told them, for me, the person who gives me the best show on that night is my best comedian. You know, there are companies that have come through to create more stages, and even with music, people must understand that if I am so and so and I am pushing so and so, but people will get gigs and someone will say, it's the ego, it's the disrespect. And that's why so many of them are not really very united. I am not saying they don't work together. Some do, even when they have differences. But as long as we do not iron that out, everyone will stay in their own corner. And you know what? We'll keep seeing the same names moving to perform. And we also have to understand, I think the biggest number of comedians here speak Luganda. I was watching an interview today where Eric Omondi was talking about a certain comedian in Kampala. And he said, I would want to take him to Nairobi, but my guys will not understand him. And you can imagine, go to Nairobi, break barriers. It's a big stage. Who knows? You'll go through to Nigeria, do well. Go to Ghana. I think Zambia is another good state right now. South Africa is big. But you won't go there if you're not speaking any other language. For me, the guys I know from Rwanda who don't speak English, but they speak French. They're doing well when they go to Germany. They do well when they go to France, when they go to Senegal. They're big names. So we have to understand that away from, how do we compete on the global stage? Language is number one, discipline is number two. Most of our guys are actually not disciplined. All they think about is and it doesn't work like that. And that's the conversation I had with Paul. And Paul told me we'll need to be very critical when it comes to discipline. Because trust me, talent without discipline, you're not headed anywhere. And that is everywhere. Football, music, doesn't matter. Even as a journalist, it works like that. So discipline is key, and we must put in the work. That one is without a doubt. Do not disrespect your audience. You must at every time respect the guys who love you and say, want to come through and see you. So it takes a lot, but I think for me it will begin with individuals. We need to sit back as acts, reflect on ourselves, do clear scrutiny, and understand. By the way, for them, they don't even have any idea. They don't really ever think of performing on the biggest stages. I hope they learn, because COVID taught us a big lesson. So we can only compete on the global stage if we have the aspiration, if we have that hunger to be on those stages. Unless we do that, we'll not get there.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for coming and keeping time, just like I did. It's just an honor generally to be on this show. I haven't been on stage in over 6 years. So when Paul came to me with this, I was like, I don't see why not, because it's a great platform for up-and-coming artists and established acts as well. And when he told me about it, it was a no-brainer. I was definitely on board. You know, anything that promotes and furthers our industry is something that I'm willing to give my time to. So Wednesday is going to be amazing. Get ready for an amazing Keiko performance. I haven't performed a number of songs in a while. That's going to be on Wednesday, and you'll have a great experience.
And at ATS, we are happy to collaborate with Stress Clinic, because we believe in the power of collaboration. When you collaborate, you achieve a lot more. And then also the fact that we are showcasing Ugandan-made talent, both new and old, for lack of a better word. So we are happy because we are equally a Ugandan-made company. So we believe in Bubu. We are great supporters of Bubu, and we as Ugandans, we need to learn to embrace diversity, because this show brings on board a lot of diversity in all ages and all its forms. And also we are living in quite turbulent times, people are out there suffering with mental health challenges. And at 8 years, we believe in not only doing production, but selling experiences. Now imagine an experience where you can't cut off your stress by laughter. I mean, what's the best cure for stress than laughter? So we are truly happy that we are not just producing a show, but we are also selling an experience where people get to relieve the stress. We are battling so many things that many times we can't really talk about out there. So it's truly an honor for us. And of course, we believe in innovation, and we shall have the stage on set, and then of course lighting. So we are truly, truly grateful and thankful for the opportunity to partner with the Stress Clinic team. And yeah, come Wednesday, expect a lot of fun and a lot of good things at the show. Thank you.
Tama Music is a new record label founded by Queen Shiba Karunji, the musician. I think we remember we did a presser sometime back when we were launching it. And like Paul said, Kama Music is all about new talent. So when the label was formed, the dream was to go to the grassroots and get talent. We didn't want to go out and sign someone who already has a name. So we went and did calls for auditions. We received about 630 submissions, and we've been narrowing them down. We've done auditions. Now we've reached the level of the top 4. From 600, now we have 4 contestants. These 4 are Hidaya, King Honey, Dewey's Playboy, and Steffi Payton. They are the 4 top contestants, and they're going to be showcasing at the Stress Clinic edition on Wednesday 29. And after that, we are going to pick the best 2. So the crowd, the people, you who are going to be there, you're going to help us choose Shiba Karunji's next top 2 contestants. And then in another edition of the show, that's going to happen on 13th December, we're going to do like a grand finale, and Shiba is going to be performing, and she's going to be there. On the show on 29th, she's going to come, she's going to be among the judges. She'll be there, she's invited a few of her celebrity friends, so they're going to be there at the show. So these guys are going to be performing for them as well, and then for you, the crowd, because we wanted to give them a live experience. It's very funny when they've been auditioning, it was 15 people, 10 people, their friends, close circles. Now we want to bring it out into the world, because that's what Stress Clinic is about. It's about giving a platform to people to express themselves. So these musicians, they're very good. You've never seen them anywhere really, because most of them don't have like projects that blew up, but they've got really raw talent that we want to harness and bring to a stage and add it to the Stress Clinic production. So we're very thrilled as Kama Music. Queen Shiba is very thrilled to join hands with a product that's of this magnitude. We look forward to having a successful show, an eventful performance, and I hope you guys can help us choose the next big star in Ugandan music and Ugandan entertainment. So thank you very much, and we're proud to be part of this.